Welcome. In this session, we would start with water resources in India. Before beginning with water resources in India, let's first understand what are water resources. So, water resources, simply put, can be an entire range of natural waters that occur on earth and are useful in one form or other. So, I can say rivers, lakes, these are all sources of natural waters. Then, through the water sources, we try to conserve the water for irrigation purpose, and for that we have traditional as well as modern sources. So under traditional sources, we would talk about canals, tanks, surface wells, tube wells. Under modern sources, we'll talk about sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation, spray irrigation, furrow irrigation. So those are broadly the sections that we would discuss today. But let's begin with water in general. 97% of the water that is available is not fit for human consumption. That means this water is trapped in the oceans across the globe. Now, only 3% of it is the water that is actually consumable, or we can say potable. Potable means drinkable in one way or the other, because the 97% water that is present is saline in nature. Now this 3% water which is there, of this 2.3% is trapped in the polar ice caps. Now of the remaining 0.7% of the total water resources, only 0.03% is available as fresh water that we can see in lakes, canals, waterfalls, rivers, right? 0.66% is available as groundwater reservoir. So those are the distribution. Now, with the natural resources that we have, with the agriculture that we need, it's required that this water should be trapped in a usable form, and therefore this groundwater which is present, which is 0.66%, has to be utilized in some way or the other, and through irrigation this can be best utilized for agricultural purposes. It is believed that 90% of the water that is present, the fresh water that is present, is utilized for irrigation purpose, right? Now again, if we talk about India, India has just a surface area of 2.45% with a population of nearly 16 to 17% of the world population and merely 4% of the world water resources. That means, despite the fact that India is a land of rivers, India faces scarcity of water, and that is apparent from the fact that 16% of the world population thrives here with just 4% of the water resources that are available. If we look onto the statistics, I can say that of the 12 major rivers which provide 253 million hectares of catchment area, and the 46 medium rivers which provide 24.6 million hectares of the catchment area. Now catchment area is the area which actually gets the water through the main river and its tributaries and its channels, right? So that much area is under or has availability of water in some way or the other. But if we look onto the statistics of consumption, that's pretty interesting, because India consumes more groundwater than China and United States combined. That means the combined consumption of China and United States for groundwater, if we take that into account, India's consumption surpassed that. So that's again a matter of worry. Also, if we talk about the water shortage, as of now, nearly 600 million people are under acute water shortage, and it is believed by 2030 this figure would, the demand for water would actually jump up to twice. So that's again an alarming situation and a matter of grave concern. Also, the use of the water resource has surpassed the growth of the population that we can see, and this is not just for India per se, but we have seen the water scarcity and the zero water day in Cape Town as well. There are water shortages in Lima in Peru, in Rome in Italy. So it's across the globe, water scarcity has been a big concern, and therefore it is a matter of priority to be taken into account. And as per the World Economic Forum, of the top 5 issues that are there, this water scarcity is one of those, and this has been written or documented in the global risk by impact. And under the global risk by impact of the 5 things that have been taken into account, water scarcity is one of those. Now, before we dive further into water resources, which we would classify into 3 segments: surface water, groundwater, and lagoons or brackish water. This classification will proceed as we move forward, but before that, few important terms that we must be familiar with. So what is watershed? Watershed is an area that drains to a common point, and this makes it ideal for soil and water conservation. So this region is a watershed which drains into a common point, and this whole area is ideally considered for soil conservation, water conservation, correct? The next term is aquifer. What is aquifer? Aquifer is the water level which is present in the